afternoon, good evening, everybody. Welcome to another episode of the Cameron Woolley Show. Across from me is Ming Chen.
What's up, everybody?
And I'm Cameron Woolley. So, very eventful last week.
Yes,
Jesus.
all around in the world of Cameron Woolley.
So much has been happening. Oh my God, all four of my teams, crazy shit is happening.
I love it.
Got the Devils making moves, the Yankees making moves and winning games.
Wow.
The Giants getting in the fights at training camp, players retiring, getting hurt. And the Knicks, they're making moves, and everything is just insane. So,
where do we start?
Oh, shit, I forgot the grass. I'll eat it when I get home.
Did you say you were gonna eat grass again?
Yes.
What happened? Wait. Okay.
Okay, I guess we'll start with the Yankees on that note.
Okay, yes.
So, last night when the Yankees were losing 3-0 to the Baltimore Orioles.
Yes, the lowly Baltimore
with
Orioles.
Matt Harvey pitching.
Yes, the Dark Knight, looking all of a sudden like Cy Young again.
I don't care. And down 3-0, I made a bet on Twitter when I said that I'll eat grass on the pod tomorrow if the Yankees win the game, and sure enough, they win 10-3. So I'm like, shit. And I forgot to pick the grass out of my backyard.
I'm sure we could get some delivered right now. I don't know if we can make an emergency call.
The wrong kind of grass.
Somewhere, but, well, yeah, Kevin Smith is in town filming Clerks 3, so yes.
Wait, Clerks 3 is happening?
Clerks 3 is happening right now.
No shit.
Oh,
really?
yeah, man. Yeah, we could probably get some of that grass on, but no, we meant organic. Well, that's organic. His stuff is organic too, but we're talking turf.
If you phone in an order right now around here for grass, I'm pretty sure you'd get a different kind of delivery.
Probably, yes. I mean, I've seen you eat grass. It's on YouTube.
It's on Twitter.
It's on Twitter. It wasn't pretty.
Is that what I'm gonna be?
It looked.
Is that what my career is gonna be? Is that what people are gonna remember me for? I'm the grass guy.
Hey, if
I'm the guy. Hey, if the Yankees win games because of it, I'm fine with it.
You'll eat more grass than a cow, dude.
I'll eat more grass, dude. I'll be like Otis from Back in the Barnyard. That's how much grass I'll be eating.
Yes.
I mean, like the Chick-fil-A mascot.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't want you to get all backed up. I don't know how healthy. Well, I guess it's organic, right? It's just a vegetable, really. It's green. It's got nutrients.
It's a plant, but I don't know how many chemicals are in lawn grass.
Good point. It's got some of that Roundup on there, or
there's probably Roundup or seeds,
right?
Like seeds with pesticides and shit.
Right.
Like I'm basically eating red.
Pretty much, yeah.
But if the Yankees win, it's all for the bigger picture.
And
think about the bigger picture.
And when they have, can we talk about these pickups?
Oh my God!
Last week.
We gotta talk about these pickups. Oh my God!
You gotta be happy.
Literally,
you gotta be happy.
The day we recorded last week, we were talking about the Devils getting Dougie Hamilton.
Yeah,
crazy stuff happening like that. I didn't even think about the MLB trade deadline because I thought Brian Cashman was going to be too much of a wuss to do anything. And then that night, bang! Yankees get Joey Gallo from the Texas Rangers.
Now that was
rumored.
And
the prospect haul was changed like 5 times, and the Yankees ended up getting Joely Rodriguez out of the deal.
They did, and they cut bait with a couple guys so they reduced some salary.
They had to trade Luis Sessa, which
big deal, right? Yeah,
Sessa's really good though. Like this year, he's been quietly one of the best relievers for the Yankees.
Sure.
And now he's on the Cincinnati Reds, where they're gonna use him.
Yes.
Which is great. So, anyways, Yankees got Joey Gallo. He hasn't looked very good in his games with the Yankees so far, but I'll give him time. He's earned so much patience. He has the most walks out of anyone in baseball, which is astonishing. He hits for launch angle, velocity, the barrels.
We're playing Bill James baseball now.
Yes,
get on base.
Yeah, get on base, hit home runs, and he runs really well. He doesn't hit into a lot of double plays, which the Yankees this year, that's been a massive problem.
Pete, why do we want him?
Get on base.
He gets on because he gets on base.
He gets on base.
Do you want me to talk? Yes, Pete. When I go like this, I want you to talk. Yeah, but they weren't done yet.
Oh my God! Like the night after, the Yankees got their teeth smashed in by the Tampa Bay Rays, 14-0 at the Trop.
Wasn't looking
which
good.
they won the series, so I was just kind of like, eh. Like, I was used to the Yankees blowing sweeps, so I'm just like, whatever. Although I really wasn't. And then the Yankees went out and got Anthony Rizzo from the Chicago Cubs, who was rumored to go to the Red Sox for ages.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a block kind of move. But so far, holy shit, this guy can rake.
Yes.
Oh my God, he is fantastic.
Yes. 3 home runs, correct? RBIs in the first 6 games that he's played
he's
in.
driven in a run in his first 6 games.
Which I believe set some kind of weird record,
tied
right?
or set a Yankee record. It was something strange. And he's been great defensively in first base.
Yeah. So that worked out.
Yes, this has worked out so far. He's already a fan favorite. The boomers like him because he hits for average and he hits to all fields. The new fans like him because he walks and he hits for power. But also he's Italian, which works. Because
he's Italian.
Yes, he's Italian, dude. What? You see a guy named Anthony Rizzo, and
Sure.
you're gonna tell me that he's not Italian, dude?
Oh, yes.
Like, hey.
Yes. He's like the chick from Greece, Rizzo. Yes.
Yes.
The bad girl from Greece. Yes. Rizzo. So good moves, man.
It's been great so far. He has just been hitting the ball. He's been getting on base. He's been great defensively. He was Platinum Glove winner in 2016.
Yeah.
So he is no slouch anywhere.
Yeah. All of a
field,
sudden, the lineup changes a little bit. The Yankees get some of the offense they've been craving all season. That
Offensively, they looked terrible against Miami. Offensively, they did not look good. Rizzo and the Marlins' shitty defense was the only reason
they won.
The Yankees won that.
They
the
won.
Yankees swept that series. It wasn't actually it felt great, but like it wasn't really. It didn't instill too much confidence.
Yes.
I'm like, okay, the Yankees got bailed out by their pitching staff. The bullpen looked great. Also, another pickup that has been fantastic for the Yankees so far, Clay Holmes. They traded Hoyt Park. Who, like, he wasn't going to play anywhere on this team. He's on the Pittsburgh Pirates now. He's been fine from what I've heard. And
yeah, he was doing great in the minors,
like,
though.
Yeah. Oh, my God, dude. I screamed about that for weeks. And now he's hitting well in Pittsburgh, which is great for him.
Yeah.
And the Yankees so far have got a great reliever, sinker baller. He induces a lot of ground balls, and I know you're going to kill me when I say this, but he's been way better than Zach Britton this year.
Well, I'm not going to kill you. I think Britton's just getting older, and
he can't find the strike zone in this game.
That's going to kill you.
In the second game against the Marlins, I think, or it might have been the third game. I don't know. It was Zach Britton pitching in the bottom of the 8th, which Boone has been trying to force feed for this entire season, which I don't understand why. He can't throw strikes anymore.
He's the bridge.
And I know somewhere...
He's the bridge.
And I know somewhere there's a good pitcher in there. If he just hit the strike zone, if he can locate that sinker, it induces a lot of ground balls.
I saw it, but I mean, I saw it in 2014.
Well, yeah, you saw it when he was a Cy Young candidate.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a long time ago.
And personally, in my opinion, you should have won the Cy Young in 2016.
Probably, yeah. But these additions have been great. So the question...
No. Let me get back to what I was saying about this one at-bat from the Miami series.
Yes.
Jazz Chisholm put up one of the worst at-bats I have ever seen from anybody. He swung at ball 4 like 6 times. Britton walked him like 3 times in that at-bat.
Right.
And Chisholm was just swinging at everything. He was not taking at all.
He really wanted to put that ball in play.
He was not taking any pitch. And it just made me wonder, dude, this guy's literally giving you a free pass. And then Chisholm rocks the ball. The ball was hit really hard, but it was right at Rizzo.
Right.
He turns the double play because that's just who he is.
Yeah.
And Zach Britton somehow got a blank sheet out of that.
Somehow,
some way, Britton Like,
Britain's ERA is 6.35, by the way.
this has got to be brutal for you. I mean, because you remember Britain when he was at his best.
Oh my God, yeah, it's super low ERAs, inducing
Super low ERA and
ground
even,
balls
even
and
lower sinker balls.
yeah. So the question.
Cameron Woolley show series.
Oh yeah. Well,
Cameron Woolley show series.
winner.
What was your question? What was your question?
Well, you got Rizzo. Got a pretty good lineup.
Yes.
What happens to Luke Voigt? What? They had a
question,
meeting
dude,
with him, right? Did they call a meeting? I heard they talked to him.
I don't know
about his place on the team.
But my assumption is that since they're putting Giancarlo Stanton out in the outfield more and more, which he's looked way better than I thought he would look this year in the outfield, considering that he's had like 5 leg injuries since the last time he stepped foot on outfield grass.
Probably shouldn't be running, but okay.
He's looked way better. I'm assuming that they're going to transition Voit to DH because, like hell, they're going to move Rizzo from first. But you know how the Yankees like to rest players randomly? They like to DH guys, and it's totally stupid. But they're probably going to move Voit to the most of the time DH.
Okay.
And Rizzo's going to take over first. And I don't know what happens this offseason with Rizzo. If he keeps this up, I want them to extend him because he's already become like a major part of this team.
You're missing a Z and an O on the back of your jersey that you're handcrafting. That's your Christmas present. It's gonna be a Rizzo jersey
if they
re-sign him.
If they re-sign Anthony Rizzo, I would seriously consider getting an Anthony Rizzo jersey. But I have kind of cursed DJ LeMahieu by getting his jersey for my birthday.
I remember
after he re-signed.
And he has 271 right now?
He has not been very hot. He looked great in the Orioles series, aside from the first game.
Yeah, you're welcome. By the way,
in the second, thank you.
Are your players slumping? Well, look out because you got an Orioles series coming up. They'll wake up then, which they did. And Stanton woke up Stanton too.
Oh my God, dude!
You're welcome. You're very, very welcome.
Stanton finally looks like he's Stanton. Again, he's hitting balls hard. He's
2 for 3 last night. 3 RBIs.
Do you see that double last night? Where it was a pop up. It was a high pop up. I don't know if we can pull up the baseball savant for this, but like all I know, just look up Stanton's bases clearing doubles. The video right there.
Yes, sir.
Just watch. Did you see the replay of this?
I did not, so I'm gonna watch. We have it up.
Oh
right
my
now.
God, you are gonna see it live. Oh, good heavens, you are gonna hate this.
Probably.
Oh God, I'm just gonna let you react to it.
All right, here we go. MVP performance.
2 outs. High fly ball, shallow right.
Come on. Bad news Bears. Wow. Cleared the bases. Cleared the bases.
It was a 2 outs. Guys were running on contact.
I know, of course. Wow. Cleared the bases.
Dude,
so that just broke the game open.
Yeah, that basically broke the game in the at-bat after Gleyber Torres drives in Stanton with a double down the line.
Wow. Yes. And anybody... Come on.
My God.
Come on. That's... Jeez.
That's not Mountcastle. Wait, is Mountcastle's an outfielder?
I think
it looked like a Gallo busting it around the bases. That was something.
That was indeed Mountcastle. He was playing first base last night. Yeah, for Austin or freaking DJ Stewart should have had that.
Did you almost call DJ Stewart Austin Hedges?
No, I didn't. No, Austin Hayes is in left field, not Austin Hedges. DJ Stewart should have had that. Oh, well, what are you gonna do?
I remember when that happened. I was in a Discord call with a couple of my friends, and I remember when that happened. I just started like birds. I'm like, oh my God, that cleared the bases.
Yes.
I'm like, oh my God, that cleared the bases, and I couldn't help but laugh. Because even though, like, as much of a joke as the Yankees have been so far this year,
that was pretty bad.
Like that was just like, oh my god.
Either one of us could have caught that ball. That I can confidently
Yeah,
say.
yeah. Like if we were shifted better,
Sure.
one of us could have caught that
They were
ball. But
fast enough where either of us
like, yeah,
probably could have caught that
I'm
from
not,
right field.
I'm not that fast. I'm not very quick on my feet. I run all right for a catcher, but
I mean, I don't have StatCast in front of me. I'm sure the catch probability on that should have been
remember
probably pretty high.
you ran marathons, not sprints.
True. But hey man, if it's an out for a third out and the bases are loaded, I'm getting that ball. If I have to dive for it, I'll dive for it.
No matter how much your team sucks.
Yes, exactly. So that was pretty pathetic, but that's baseball, Susan.
Yeah, that was a total that's baseball, Susan
Baseball,
moment.
Susan. Yeah.
Oh man.
Well,
so,
I mean, but
Luke Voit.
Luke Voit,
well,
though, man. It's just, I mean, he led the league in home runs 2 years ago.
dude, he's getting Wally pipped. He's literally getting Wally pipped.
Yeah.
He's been hurt. He's hit decently enough, but it's
Wow.
okay.
And it says they're looking to trade. They almost traded him.
Well, I don't know if
And
his
it's-
value. I don't know if his.
Oh no, it couldn't be lower right now.
I think the asking price was too high for some teams for a guy that's been hurt twice this year. A guy who tore his meniscus.
Yeah.
I guess a little too much of a risk, like especially for like the Twins were demanding the moon for Jose Barrios,
Hey, this is a
and the Blue Jays traded Austin Martin for
Yeah.
him. Like that was a hell of a trade. And like I remember I was proposing like maybe like the Yankees should have traded Voit for a pitcher where it would have been John Gray or Jose Barrios, but again the Twins, they were demanding the moon for Barrios, and the Blue Jays, they gave them the moon.
Right.
And that was some.
Scherzer didn't want to come to New York. I heard he wanted to go to the West Coast.
Yeah,
but-
Scherzer was too much of a wuss to deal with the Yankee Stadium crowd, and then he went to Dodger
guess.
Stadium. So
well, the Dodger Stadium crowd doesn't show up till the third inning, anyways. So, but this is a quote from Brian Cashman. He's kind of like the NFL starting quarterback, where he goes down early in the year, but by the time he gets back, the position is now gone.
yep, that's true.
don't-
They are. I don't.
It's-
I know they tried to trade Voit, but they
Sure.
couldn't. They couldn't get someone to bite. So now they're just sitting here. It's like, well, Voigt's too good of a hitter for us to just sit him on his ass for the whole time. So Giancarlo's going to play left field.
Sure.
Now, if the Gallo has to play center, and Judge would play in right, although given Brett Gardner's job security,
Right.
what the hell? They're going to start Gardner over Voit. What the hell am I kidding?
But jeez, man.
Dude, Brett Gardner, he is immortal. They sent down Greg Allen last night.
Right.
Like for Wandy Peralta, which is a whole other bag of bullshit that I need to get into. But like with Brett Gardner's job security, I don't know if they'd start Gallo over him.
But this is crazy. So these are the scenarios. Use him off the bench, throw him in occasionally at first in DH, which seems like a waste.
Dude,
Option Void to
DH
Triple
him.
A for the rest of the year, keeping him in the organization in case first base is an area of need.
Okay.
Triple A, Luke Voit,
Well, the
throw him in
move,
Triple A.
the move here.
No chance he does that. By the way,
The move here is keep Voit as the DH for the rest of this year.
Okay.
He's too valuable of a hitter. He
Okay.
has too much talent to keep him in AAA or keep him on the bench. The move is to, like, if he keeps it up, re-sign Rizzo in the
Sure.
offseason. That's obvious, and then move Voit then.
yes.
If he produces and he stays healthy for the rest of the year, then absolutely he can garner a lot of value, especially in the offseason when the market kind of resets.
Right.
And there's a lot more players available, and those asking prices could be different depending on how desperate they are to move that pitcher or whatever. But Voigt's time as a Yankee is going to be up very soon.
That's crazy, though. It's crazy to think. That's all I'm saying. It's insane.
But Luke Voit is, I'm assuming he is done as a Yankee for, but it's over.
It's just crazy, though.
Yeah, like it sounds insane,
He
but
was a key piece at the beginning of the year to the
like to the
2020
death lineup.
Yankees.
He was going to be part of the death lineup.
Yankees
and,
championship run. But again,
and it sucks. But again, it's baseball. You got Anthony Rizzo. Just
right.
And fans don't want to get rid of him. Although I don't think they're gonna try and re-sign Rizzo given the tax situation. But they're probably gonna go over the luxury tax next year because they're not gonna be paying Gallo and Rizzo's salaries this year.
Right.
Sorry, that's more Gallo. They're not gonna be paying Gallo's salary this year, but they're gonna be paying it next year.
Right.
And that would put them over the threshold, and maybe Hal just goes, you know what, screw it. Let's just go all in. Like, they're going to go like $250 million, something crazy. And then it's like, you know what, 2022 is the year before all of our young guys need to get paid. That's a year before
right.
Sanchez, Judge, those guys become free agents. So it's now or never. 2022, they got to go all in.
They're trying like
in 2022, re-sign Rizzo, trade for starters.
Okay.
They need to make it crystal clear that their objective is to go and win that World Series at all costs, and I mean at every
and keep Brett Gardner
cost and keep Brett Gardner.
Keep Brett Gardner.
Yeah, that is their top priority every offseason. Keep Brett Gardner.
Keep Brett Gardner. Yeah. Was it? I think so. It was Monday. I don't know if you were watching the game, but
oh god, I like to block that game out of my memory because the cat ran on the field
for the second time in 3 years. A cat invades one of your favorite teams, so ballparks, and
it does a hell of a job running.
And to the cheers of MVP, and so
when you have a bunch of drunk, miserable Yankee fans, dude, look at that thing run!
Jeez, man, that thing is that's like a 4-second 40 right there, man.
Dude, the thing is barely touching the ground when it's running.
Yeah. So there it is. It's running around left field. It's jumping above the Dunkin' Donuts ad. It's trying to get into the bullpen, and I don't know why. I don't know why they didn't just open up the door.
I know for a fact that cat, like a stray at Yankee Stadium, that is a luxury.
How did it even get in there, I wonder? I guess, the Bronx.
There's the Bronx. There's a bunch of cats.
Yeah, I love the Orioles bullpen won't let him in. All he had to do is open the door. It's just hanging out. We're watching this thing, we're like, where are the groundskeepers? And then finally they run out. I think 7 of them run out, and they have no chance.
Dude, they got completely finessed.
Look at these groundskeepers. There's no chance. They're slow, man.
You have no idea how hard it is to catch a cat that wants nothing to do with you.
Oh yeah. You don't want to get scratched or anything, but
boom, he's running. He is so fast.
So great. He's
and your scoreboard.
He's still running. He's jumping on the scoreboard.
He's jumping off the wall.
Then he's back.
Crazy.
He's trying to get into the bullpen again.
Dude, just let him in the bullpen.
They don't know why they wouldn't. They wouldn't let him in.
He's jumping. He's falling off. And
like, open the door. No, I ain't opening the door.
I'm not letting that thing in.
Yep, yeah.
It's got disease.
It's freaking. Then
it gets out and it runs through all of them.
Look at that. Oh, look at
then the Yankees in the dugout. They're
just
gonna get
dying,
out of
man.
it. They're gonna get they weren't getting a lot of enjoyment out of this game in the first place, and
finally somebody opens the third base door, and the crowd start booing.
Well, when you have a bunch of miserable, drunk Yankee fans in the middle of a blowout loss to a team that was expected to bludgeon them,
right?
And it's so funny.
Yeah,
like anything will get them.
I'd say that cat probably faster than the one at Giant Stadium a couple years ago.
Yeah, faster than
last year. Okay.
But being a stray at like a sports stadium, that's got to be the life, man.
Oh yeah, there's food everywhere, and there's a lot of places to hide. So
I feel like the only better life as a stray could be like as one of those hotel cats,
right?
like you've been to a shit ton of hotels.
Yes, I have.
Like like when there's a cat that'll just hang out. I remember when I went to Atlantis, like when I was 12. There was I remember I was eating dinner one night and there was this little cat and and he was like super friendly, like way too friendly for a stray. And I'm like, oh, this thing's not a stray. He just lives here.
Yeah.
And cats have a habit of like finding something and then immediately making that thing their territory. Like my mom just got this new chair for free. It's a great chair. And my cat, you've seen my cat, he's super hairy. And he just decided that chair was his. And that is what cats do. So anyways.
Well, since that cat appeared, the Yankees have scored 23 runs. They've outscored their opponent
23-4.
23-4. I don't know, man. This could be the turning point.
Hey, although they got a huge series against the Mariners coming up.
4 games.
Starting tonight, it's going to be in about 3 hours, and I'm sure the lineup has already come out. Oh, geez, I need to check this. Oh, bad journalism, Cameron. Bad journalism.
And Friday...
I got to check over here. I got to see how much I'm going to scream at this one.
And Friday is Garrett Cole Top Gun bobblehead night, and he won't even be there because he's on the COVID list.
Yeah, the COVID balls. Oh, my God. We got to talk about the kid that made his debut, Luis Heel.
Oh, yeah.
He looked great.
All right, you're happy.
Like, I'm happy. Like, I am very happy. The Yankees did release their lineup.
Okay, what are we looking at?
We are looking at LeMahieu, Rizzo, Judge, Stanton, Gallo, Torres, Odor, Higashioka, and Davis. Oh God, what the hell was his first name? I know he had a decent enough year with. Oh God, where the hell is Sanchez? Don't tell me Gary got COVID. Don't tell me he got COVID.
He's vaccinated, isn't he?
Everyone who's gotten COVID on the Yankees has been vaccinated. They got that stupid one-shot Johnson & Johnson one. That's what they got.
It?
They didn't get
all right. Wait, no, he had a day off yesterday.
Yeah, a day off yesterday.
And today, I guess, too.
Today, I'm assuming that he's got COVID. I'm assuming that he has COVID.
That's okay. I haven't seen anything. Nothing.
He's out of the lineup 2 days in a row. Was that
not good?
Okay, yesterday a day off I could understand because he caught multiple games in a row, but I'm assuming that Gary got COVID, and I swear to God, if he got COVID,
shit. 3 seconds ago, as of 3 seconds, Brendan Cootie verified account. Gary Sanchez tested positive for the coronavirus via rapid test. Aaron Boone said, "Didn't feel well last night. Didn't feel great this morning." PCR test results.
PCR test. There's hope. The PCR test could come out negative. What the hell am I?
But he's not. I feel like he's got it.
Son of a.
He has gotten it. Wow.
God damn it.
He got it from Aaron Judge or Garrett Cole gave it. Oh, yeah. He was. Well,
oh, my God. Dude, Cole never pitches to him.
Maybe they were playing catch. I don't know, man.
I don't know. Maybe some of that got on the ball. Maybe Sanchez.
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe Sanchez felt the booger. He picked his nose. I don't know. Sure, something like that. And
they put their hands in the same bucket of Big League Chew. I don't know. This is ridiculous, though.
Oh, my God.
They're just germ factories over there.
They're all vaccinated,
I know, but this is... They need everybody right now. We're in August.
And also, there's the goddamn...
We got 2 months until the playoffs.
And they're in a playoff race. They're not in a playoff spot right now. Something that a lot of people are forgetting. This team is 2 games back of a playoff spot. They're 6 games back of the division.
Not insurmountable.
Oh, no, it's totally not insurmountable. Sure. I mean, like the Oakland A's, they're beatable. The division is not insurmountable either. Maybe if the Red Sox cool down a bit. Maybe if the Rays somehow cool down, but...
The Rays made a couple additions, too, so...
The Rays made weird additions, but they also traded one of their big relievers. The Rays make a bunch of weird moves that always end up working.
Yeah, it works.
So
yeah, well, that's
it always works for them. That's why I want the Yankees, like their next GM. That's why I want them to just throw untold millions of dollars at whoever the right-hand man of the genius that is running Tampa Bay is, and I just want them to bring him over and just, okay, do what you did there but do it over here with double the money.
Right.
Just basically turn into the friggin' Dodgers already. Dude.
You know, the Dodgers have their own problems.
What do you mean problems?
Well, all right, one which we haven't, it's a touchy subject. Trevor Bauer is probably not coming back this year, if ever.
They
If
replaced
ever.
him.
They did. They
replaced him with Max Scherzer.
But jeez, man, he was, he was.
Half the fan base already. Well, most of the fan
Nobody
base
wants
already,
him back.
Half of the fan base already hated him.
Will he play again?
Probably not. I don't know.
You don't think he'll play again?
Actually, it's sports. He'll probably play again. Dude, there are so many people
who wants that? What do you call that? A hot potato, or I don't know what you want to call it.
Dude,
but
the Yankees certainly.
who wants that bad press?
The Yankees certainly don't care. They have
Yeah, they would- yeah.
They have Domingo Germán and Aroldis Chapman on their roster. They're
Right.
still paying them money. So
Good point.
I don't
good
know what the
point.
hell the Yankees would
Okay.
care. What I would be totally against it.
Right.
And also, most of the fan base in LA hated him off the bat anyway for political reasons. So
Yeah, he really did have a big mouth. He still does, but
yeah, he had a big mouth. He was
now he's just a weirdo. But
he was always a weirdo.
yeah, and Bellinger fell off the map.
Bellinger, oh my god!
What happened? Like,
Dude, my
is
guy,
he okay? Maybe-
like, dude, Salt. Oh my god!
oh
he-
man, Dr.
Dude,
Salt,
dude.
friend of the family.
yeah, friend of the pod, Dr. Salt.
Dr. Salt must be beside
Dude,
himself.
Oh
right
my
now.
god, dude. His nickname on Discord is literally Bellinger to Japan. He hates Cody Bellinger this year.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dude, why don't he hate?
I hope he's okay.
I'm like, why don't he hate Cody Bellinger? And I looked up his baseball reference or fan graphs, and I'm like, whoa, okay, that's why you hate him.
Yeah. I mean, I hope he doesn't have. I hope he's okay.
Yeah, I hope he's okay.
this is a weird.
I genuinely like Cody Bellinger.
Sure.
Like, he's got one of the sweetest swings. Dude,
Yeah.
that Game 7 home run against Atlanta, good luck. It was that shoulder injury.
Sure.
Or
Yep.
when he hit his shoulder,
Yep.
when he was like with Kike Hernandez, that injury.
Yeah.
And I think it's got something to do with that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't count Cody Bellinger out of a career yet. That would be
What a crazy injury though. They're celebrating.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
That would be weird.
You know, Oh,
No, hey, Jason Pierre-Paul blew off his hand in a
did.
fireworks
he won a
accident.
ring. Guy had nowhere to put it, but
Yeah.
but he won the ring.
He
Got
had
a
a
ring.
whole other hand.
Okay,
with
good point. Good
5
point.
fingers.
Okay. All right. He just blew off one hand. Okay.
Yeah, he just blew off one hand.
Sorry, we're laughing at the misery of others, but
Oh no, dude, that's my favorite part of every 4th of July. We should have when we did our 4th of July episode where we should have made like 50 JPP jokes.
I think we made at least one. We gotta rewind the tape. I'm pretty sure we made a
I
couple.
don't know. But dude,
I'm sure we made a
but
couple.
one of the funnier. Anyways, let's stop talking filler. We got a lot of stuff to
Yeah, we do. Okay.
talk about today. So
Okay, so,
now
all right.
I'll do it for the Yankees.
Do you feel better going forward? These are pretty good major acquisitions.
Yes.
Okay.
I feel better, but I'm not completely invested yet.
And they did pick up a starting pitcher.
I am not going to pick up too many shares of this team.
Okay. Okay. Again, as always, you're cautious.
I am cautiously optimistic.
Yes.
They have had stretches like this
Sure.
this year where they've sold me, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in. And then then they spit me out, and
Yes.
it pisses me off.
Yes.
But anyways, we're not going to be talking about that. Let's talk about some
Let's
hockey.
talk hockey. Just when
hockey.
you thought the Devils were done,
They
well,
went out.
we knew they weren't done.
They went out. They went
got
out
money.
today.
They got cap space.
Then they're finally using it and
Got some money.
literally a week after signing Dougie Hamilton, they went out and got one of the best forwards on the market in Thomas Tatar. Mm-hmm. And whatever you want to say about Thomas Tatar, sure, you're not big into the fancy stats, so you just see a good top 6 forward. 30 points in 50 games, in 68 games in 2019-2020, he had 61
points in 68 games. So he's
really good. You see really good numbers.
Yeah.
When you look at Jay Fresh's account, and I sent you the screenshot.
You did.
So much blue.
Yes.
Blue. All I see is blue. except for a couple of categories. Just
Well, power play and penalty kill, but
well, power play. Dude,
But-
he's not gonna. Well, he would probably be on the power play, but
yeah, with Dougie and
but yeah, with Dougie Hamilton
Yeah.
and another year of Jack Hughes.
yes,
But he is just like overall his projected WAR percentile via JFresh is 94%. So really good.
yes,
He is he's in the 99th percentile in EV offense, which is insane. He's good defensively. He is good at finishing. He is great. He is a great player. I'm very happy that they
Welcome
signed
addition.
him. And if fancy stats aren't your taste, I know you're not a big fan, you don't really use them. In the past 3 seasons, he is 22nd in the league in 5-on-5 points with 107. 17th in the league with 71, tied with guys you might have heard of like Matt Barzell and
Yes.
Mark Stone.
okay,
19th in 5-on-5 points per 60 minutes, and 9th in 5-on-5 assists per 60 minutes. All of these stats come courtesy of @JFreshHockey on Twitter.
Thank you.
Like, very great stuff. I love this signing. He can drive plays, he can finish plays, which is something that I've been begging for. A guy who can finish. He was part of the Montreal Canadiens team that made it to the Stanley Cup final, although
Yes.
Habs fans are saying they vanished in the playoffs. Although I don't know what
they made it. They made it pretty far. I mean,
He's a left shot.
yes,
I think he's a left shot forward. He could do lots of great stuff. I'm thinking, well, the top 6 on the Devils is so liquid right now.
Yep.
We don't know where these guys fit. Like, I'm assuming that the Heischer line is going to be, like, he's going to be flanked by Zaka and Bratt. I'm
Sure.
assuming
Yep,
that
probably.
like that's going to be a thing. And maybe that leaves Hughes with Janssen and Tatar.
that sounds good to me.
That sounds pretty good.
That's good to me.
Because I don't see them moving. I don't see them separating Sharangovich and Kuokkanen.
No,
Like, they can't separate them.
no,
Although who the hell knows what happens to that line? They probably put Boquist at center there, but anyways, we're going to cross that bridge when we get to it. But speaking of Yegor Sharangovich, he was another guy who was, kind of wrapped up by the Devils. He signed a pretty good extension, 2x2, 2 years, $2 million a year.
yeah. Tatar signed for 2 years, $9 million. By the way, with,
Yes, $4.5 million per year.
Yep.
He's worth it.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Welcome addition to the offense that we're all usually complaining about.
Yes,
Not
like
scoring enough
really
goals.
great stuff. You look at this team from top to bottom now; it looks decent. Not going to say that they're a playoff team just yet. I'd like to see progression from.
But on paper, looking good.
like on paper, it looks
paper-
better. They added
Yes.
2 very good
If
pieces.
they gave me this lineup in NHL 2022, I'd be pretty happy with it. Which is is what we're gonna get.
Yes,
But-
this is going to be the lineup in NHL 22. Dude, the Devils are going to be an interesting team to play with in that game in franchise mode.
yes.
It's got to be interesting. But yeah, Yegor Sharangovich, I'd like to touch on him a bit. He was signed to a 2-year, $4 million contract. Overall, solid stuff. He scored very well last year, quietly.
Yeah. Wow, this happened 5 hours ago. Okay.
The Devils made
Nice.
like when the Devils make their moves, they don't typically. It's not like a drip.
No, it's like
Like it's like one day they're like bang, bang, bang,
Yeah,
bang,
yeah,
bang.
yeah.
Have fun, beat writers, and it gives people like us not too much time to really digest the moves that they make and think about them. So they just make a bunch of moves in the same day, but it's a great dopamine shot for a fan. So
yeah. Last year, 16 goals, 14 assists, 30 points in 54 games. Cannot complain about that whatsoever.
that's over a 20-goal pace.
Yeah.
Great stuff from him. But yeah, I'm thinking if he progresses and develops into a 25, 30 goal scorer even, like I think he can hit that.
Oh yeah.
But dude,
Over a full season, absolutely.
like I think he could develop into a 30 goal scorer. He is that talented, although he was shooting
If only.
although he was shooting at that kind of although he was kind of shooting at a high mark, which is kind of due for regression to the mean, but Sharangovich is a very, 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 very solid part of this top 9. He'll be on that third line with Yannick Woknin and whoever the hell they decide to stick to take face-offs. But overall, really good.
I love it. Well, hope you love New Jersey. You're here for another 2 years, barring anything weird. But yes,
Barring him dipping to Belarus.
right. Oh man, this is good news.
Optimism. We're getting it again.
I know, not overly optimistic.
No. We're not going full 2019 again. We're never doing that again.
No high fives. No like backslapping. No jumping up and down. No balloons.
We're not printing tickets.
No printing tickets. No confetti. We're just
no lawn chairs on Washington Street.
Right, yeah.
No.
No, we're just okay.
Although we gotta talk. If the Devils were to win a Stanley Cup and they do a championship parade, they'd have to do it in Hoboken. Come on. They'd have to do it in Hoboken.
As long as it's not the Rock parking lot.
Yeah, as long as it's not the...
Not any parking lot.
It's not Newark.
No parking lots. No more parking lots.
It's not Newark. I don't want it to be in Newark.
No parking lots. Oh, man. You're still not living that down.
Not Newark and not... Like, Jersey City could work.
Sure.
Jersey City, but... Like, if they were to do a parade, they'd have to do it in Hoboken. Also, I am very biased because, like, I traveled back and forth between Hoboken a lot.
Yes. So you have your parade spot picked out.
Yeah. If the Devils were to ever win a championship, there was a thought that just came up onto my mind. I'm like, oh, they gotta do it in Hoboken.
Yeah.
If they were to have a parade. Also, all the players live there anyway.
Yeah.
So
they don't have to go anywhere.
I'll tell you a funny story.
Okay.
I don't know if I told this on the pod before, but in 2016, like during the summer, I remember I was walking, like, because my dad used to live in Hoboken, and I was walking down the street. I swear to God, I think I might have walked by Adam Henrique on the street.
Okay.
Once now, I remember I walked by him. I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, did I just walk by the guy that sent the New York Rangers into a decade-long state of copium?
Yes, I think you did.
Also, the New York Rangers, they're in a manic episode because of Tom Wilson. They traded for an extended Ryan Reeves.
Okay.
To get the boogeyman. They are destroying their own franchise because... they are destroying their team because of Tom Wilson.
I'm all for this.
No, Tom Wilson's in on our team, and I've seen people try to justify this. I'm like, dude, no.
Yeah, I'm all for this.
Yeah, get the goon to get back at Tom Wilson. I'm like, dude, what is it with Tom Wilson? Like, Brad Marchand is basically the same kind of player, but he did not have the power that Tom Wilson has.
Yeah.
Like, you see, like, Tom Wilson will hit a player. Like, I remember we talked about this the week it happened. Like, when Tom Wilson laid that hit on Artemi Panarin, and the Rangers just went insane, and James Dolan got involved. They fired Jeff Gordon and John Davidson, who were doing a fantastic job with that team.
Yeah.
Like, I cannot speak anything
huge
bad
shake-up.
about Jeff Gordon.
Huge shakeup.
Massive. They brought in Chris Drury, and now they're focused on bringing up their team-wide grit per 60, and is just... And the fans are drinking the Kool-Aid because they're also in a collective manic episode because of Tom Wilson.
Right.
And I don't know what the hell it is with him specifically. Not even just like with pests and goons as a whole. Because I don't even think, like you were around. Do you remember Flyers fans going into this much of a panic over Scott Stevens laying out Eric Lindros?
It was just the game. It's hockey. That's just hockey.
Like, were you remembering, like, no, but did you remember the Flyers fundamentally shifting their philosophy as a franchise because of Scott Stevens?
No, I remember them playing on like it's like it was another game. It's hockey.
Well, there was not another game after that for the Flyers.
Oh, good point.
7,
good point. I mean, the next year,
Patrick Elias made sure to take care of that.
No, I think the old hockey, hey, great, nice, good hit. Eric Lindros is going to be eating his meals through a straw for a while, but yeah. And, you might not want to give him any homework for not make him do any tough math problems for a couple months, but yeah. Yeah. And we're still talking about it. And he probably can't see straight, right? He's probably seeing double still, but that's hockey.
Like, do you remember? No, like do you remember, like the Detroit Red Wings? That I know the Detroit Red Wings didn't shift their philosophy as a franchise because Scott Stevens laid out what the hell was his name? Kozlov or one of the Soviets.
Yeah, not Fedorov, but
like the "You're Next" clip,
right. Yep.
like the most badass thing in the history of like hockey.
Yes, gotta love it.
Okay, I think we're about to just go down Scott Stevens rabbit hole now.
All
Just
right.
look up the Scott Stevens 1995, and you'll probably get the 1995 hit or the "You're Next."
Let's see here.
I like this. Kozlov.
It was
Kozlov.
Yeah, it was definitely Kozlov.
The Slava Kozlov.
Slava Kozlov.
It was in Detroit.
It was.
I just want to see this clip. I haven't watched this clip in a while. I just want to see this. Oh, dear God.
Dang.
You gotta figure the second biggest victim of Scott Stevens'
Old-time
career.
hockey.
You gotta figure the second biggest victim of Stevens' career has to be Scott Niedermayer.
Oh, yeah.
Because he got caught in so much collateral damage.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Look, he can't even see straight. He is wobbling. Oh, man. He doesn't know where he is right now. Yeah. Bam. Oh, his head snaps
Bang.
back.
Oh.
Dang.
And the Devils went on to sweep the
They did.
Detroit Red
They
Wings.
did for their first.
Wait, is there the clip on the bench? There has to be the clip on the bench where he says,
Yep.
"You're next."
Gotta be.
Dude,
Boom.
where's the clip? Okay,
Come on.
That was my.
They gotta-
Of course,
they-
Niedermayer got caught up in it.
He did. Come on, show the.
Come on, show the clip.
Oh, come on, ESPN.
Boo.
What? Yes.
Oh, although my favorite clip will always be the one
here.
where he hit
All right, here it is.
the
Boom.
like the boom,
Then-
and then you look on
Then
the.
he's
No,
down
wait,
for the
wait.
count.
Wait,
wobbling.
I'm wondering who he pointed. I
And
think
here
he
it
pointed at
comes.
Sergei
Here-
Fedorov.
You're next. You're next. You're
Dude,
next.
okay, imagine being an
Look at
opposing
that.
player.
Yep, and you see that?
Seeing your very skilled teammate,
Yes.
because Kozlov was he was part of that. I think he was part of that 1980s Soviet team, and like seeing your talented teammate get turned into pavement,
Yes.
and then seeing the guy who turned said teammate into pavement point at you and say
"You're
the
next."
words "You're
Yeah,
next."
That's awesome.
Imagine how terrifying that's
It's
gotta
like
be.
I don't want to go back out for my next shift.
Like that. Okay,
I'm gonna sit this one out.
Okay. Okay. Where's number 4? Where's number 4? Okay, he's not on the ice. I'm clear.
Okay. All right, we're good.
And then-
all right,
okay.
I'll come out now.
Okay. Anyways, great moves for Devils, but yeah, like
I'm feeling-
the Rangers complete like maniacs over there. Whatever the hell they're doing, it is not going to make their team better. Ryan Reeves is not a very good forward. He's just a goon. And I genuinely think they're going to put him on the same line as Panarin.
Okay.
Now on to football. Football.
Okay.
So,
Not what you were wanting to hear, I imagine.
not what I was wanting to hear. Multiple players were retiring, and I heard mixed stuff about Daniel Jones, and then apparently the entire team thought they were playing Smash, and it ended up going into a complete brawl where Daniel Jones was at the
Bottom of the pile. That's all I hear.
bottom center of the pile. And although this is one thing that I kind of did want to hear, it was Joe Judge. Apparently, there was no video of it, although I would pay so much money. I would pay so much money.
There's gotta be. They're lying.
No,
They're lying.
no,
There's footage of this. They're just not releasing it
I
for good
would
reason.
pay-
But
I would pay so
to
much
see
money
this brawl.
to see. Not just the brawl. No,
the aftermath.
No, you could. You could leave the brawl off.
Okay.
I would pay very good money to see just the entirety of Joe Judge completely blowing his top and losing his complete and utter shit on this team and making them run suicides and do push-ups on the goal line.
Gassers are called, like push-ups.
Like in August heat in New Jersey, which is no slouch. Like it can get very humid up here, and like that would be so entertaining to watch. Like he went full Herb Brooks on him.
Yeah.
That was the first thing I could think of was
for sure.
Like that scene where they were like skating
back
and forth. They were doing bag skates like till the stadium lights turned off. Who do you play for? Like that kind
United States of America. Yes, I remember that scene from Miracle.
Everybody remembers that too.
My opinion, throwing up. Yes.
My opinion, it's the best scene in any sports movie.
That in the speech.
Yeah, actually,
Kurt Russell, the speech.
Yeah, never mind. Kurt Russell's speech. I still think he should have won Best Actor for that.
Yeah.
Like he should have
just
been
for the speech alone.
No, like he did a great job in that whole movie. Anytime somebody brings up Herb Brooks and Miracle, I immediately go to that point, dude. What other performances were better than Herb Brooks and Miracle, where he couldn't have gotten nominated for something for that movie?
Yeah.
Something, not even an Oscar, just like some random award for that.
Right.
Something should have, I don't know. It's just an opinion I have. But everything on the show is just a random opinion I have.
Yeah.
And my opinions change so often. So, like, anyways, massive brawl. Everyone was fighting, and then apparently in the locker room they were all cool afterwards. The funniest thing was watching Daniel Jones's meeting with the press after that.
Okay.
And like looking at his face. It's on that article that you're looking at. Just scroll up.
Okay.
Scroll up a bit. And wait a second. It was. Is that the right video? Oh, for the love of God, it's another.
Oh, this is the hit. I don't know what this video is.
Hit. It's another. Oh my God, it's another. Okay, just refresh the article.
We'll
refresh
do
the
that.
page. Just watch this video of Daniel Jones.
Okay.
And
so hopefully this loads up. Is this him commenting on the hit?
This is him commenting on the brawl, which.
All right, hopefully this loads. This is a New York Post. All right.
Yeah, just look at him. Look at him. He looks like he's on the verge of completely breaking down and crying.
Right. Well,
that's the face of a guy who's seen some shit.
Yes.
And they said the typical shit that, like,
sure. We were really fired up.
We love the passion. Like, basically reading off of a damn note card.
Right. We really, things.
Basically looking at
got a hand for a second.
Basically looking at a Quizlet of how to do a press conference.
Were you thinking you're lucky you didn't get stepped on? Is that one of the questions? Like, get out of here. Oh. I think there's definitely footage of this brawl.
And they're not releasing it.
They're not for good reason.
Dude.
It's just bad PR.
Dude, it's going to be like the goddamn Snyder Cut, where it's going to take years for it to come out.
Yeah, it'll come out one day, but yeah.
It'll come out one day.
Well,
and it'll be amazing, just like the Snyder Cut. Did you get around to watching that?
I have not watched it yet. Oh my God, dude, I know. It's shameful.
It's great.
Shameful. I got to carve out 4.5 hours for this thing.
Yeah, you just got to carve out.
All right, but okay, I imagine you were at home. Maybe you were watching ESPN. Breaking news: Giants brawl training camp. Like what? What was your initial thought?
I was looking at.
What was your thought? Like, Daniel Jones at the bottom of a pile.
Well, I actually when I actually got my second COVID vaccine on Monday. Okay. So
nice. So you're resting.
I got jabbed twice.
Okay.
I was resting. I felt like shit. Okay. I was I rolled over must check Twitter, and then I looked at it and I'm like, oh my God. And I'm just like, I was pissed.
Okay.
Because I'm like, nothing good has come out of this training camp so far, and then that happens.
Right. So it's just giving, it can't get any worse than this, right? And then it does. They
And
all
like,
brawl.
and then Joe Looney retires. He's like, nope. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm too old for this.
Yeah.
And he leaves. Kelvin Benjamin, like, he retired. It's like so much random. There have been, like said, this has been about as eventful of a training camp I've seen as a Giants fan. And it sucks that they didn't allow fans, because if there were fans allowed at that camp,
Yes.
like on that day, oh my God.
Oh yeah. No, jeez. Well, then would have gotten the real story too. So this is all spin.
Well, yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I guess there's some reporters
Judge probably
there,
would. I'm pretty sure Judge probably would have said something to the fans, just like, dude. I was like, dude, this is not what you were gonna see. This is not what you're gonna. Blah, 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 blah.
Well, I like the fire just directed at the opposing team. If they played with this much fire against
just
the
like
Cowboys,
I don't care about
and the Eagles.
I don't care about playing with
and-
fire. This team has lost 10 or more games in the last 4 years.
Right.
I do not give a shit about fire and compete and like grit per 60. But I
60.
that is my favorite. That is one of my favorite sayings now. It's like grit per 60.
Yeah.
Like, I do not care.
Right.
Win. I'm tired of losing. I'm tired of being a doormat for the rest of the league. I'm tired. Just go out and win. Like,
It's very simple.
go out there. Win.
Should be very simple.
Win the goddamn games.
Yes.
You have good players.
Yes.
Which is more than I can say for a while. And then you have the coach. You have the defensive coordinator, Jason Garrett on offense. Yeesh. But just go out there and win the goddamn games.
Right.
I don't care if you're getting fired up in practice. I
Yes.
don't care if you are beating each other over the head with a butter-filled sock. I do not care what you
Just
do
win.
in practice. I don't care what you do in practice.
win.
I don't care what that locker room looks like.
Right.
Go out and win the goddamn games.
Should be very simple.
But it isn't to these guys. God. Just win.
Well, hopefully they're not beating on each other in a couple of months.
Yeah, just...
But still, I mean,
At least I know Joe Judge won't stand for any of this.
no, that's good.
To finally have a coach that you can trust.
Right.
Like, I have not trusted a coach in a while. And it's... Oh, shit, I forgot what I was going to say. But
Yeah. All right. And you know, and Daniel Jones didn't get hurt in a stupid brawl. So, okay.
yeah,
Okay.
he didn't get hurt. Okay.
Okay. Good.
Just
all right.
brush
Okay.
that way. Teams getting the fights in camp
let's move
all the
on.
time.
We'll laugh about this
Well, let's
at the
move on.
at the Super Bowl parade.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
I'd like to briefly talk about the Knicks for a bit, because
Yes,
the
of
Knicks
course.
made a bunch of moves this offseason, been very active for them. I like the moves that they made. Their biggest one was today, that Julius Randle signed a 4-year, $117 million extension, which is fantastic. Like, I love Julius Randle. He's a great player. He plays well defensively.
Yep.
He plays really well offensively. He can shoot from nearly anywhere. And he averaged a double-double this year. I like him. But the big problem last year was they didn't have enough shooters. They didn't have enough consistent shooters that you
4
could
years,
trust.
117 mil.
The problem was they didn't have enough consistent shooters that could line up from the perimeter, shoot threes. And, like, in most importantly, a point guard, where they had Alfred oh my God, Payton starting a lot of games for them. And Alfred Payton he was public enemy number one in New York for the entire year. And personally, the biggest addition of the offseason, even though they got Evan Fournier and Kemba Walker, was the subtraction of not Reggie Bullock, although Reggie Bullock did end up leaving, but the subtraction of Elfrid Payton was ultimately the biggest addition that this team could have made this offseason. They could have done nothing. They could have moved Emmanuel Quickly to the starting point guard position, and they could have just let go of Payton. That would have been like, all right, great offseason.
Yeah.
But instead, they went out and got Evan Fournier, who is a good shooter, who can shoot threes from what I've heard, Again, I'm not the biggest basketball guy, but I'm trying to get better at knowledge. Current French Olympic athlete who is going to be facing off against the
Yeah, scored 23 points.
against the US of A in the gold medal game. He beat Luka Doncic.
Yeah.
Dude, that was like I have not been paying attention to the Olympics
Olympic.
at all because they're in Tokyo.
Right.
And I am typically out cold in my bed
Yes.
by like the time that all the interesting shit's happening.
Right. I'll catch those random ones like, ooh, badminton's on, or
Like none of the good ones are on at like 11 o'clock, 11:30. No, like in between the period of Yankee game ending and me inevitably being so tired that I'm just gonna pass out
Right.
and go to bed.
yes.
Like that, I want there to be like basketball or baseball.
Sure.
Also, Olympic baseball. Masahiro Tanaka is going to be starting the gold medal game
Yeah,
for Japan
good
against
for
the
him,
U.S.
man.
Which, the U.S. is screwed. Playoff Tanaka, yeah.
Oh yeah, playoff Tanaka's
There
coming
will
out.
there will be no runs.
No.
This isn't even negotiable.
No,
There-
we've seen this
I am
before.
warning every American
On an international
who
stage.
isn't a part of the Yankee fan base that there will be no runs.
Yes, for sure.
No, it is Masahiro
Good for
Tanaka.
him, man. Good for him. Why he's not playing on a Major League Baseball team is beyond me. But
Because he was demanding the moon. That's why. Although I still think the Yankees should have re-signed. Although I've heard he's open.
I mean, they could
I've
have
heard
used-
he's open to playing in the U.S. next year.
okay, good.
Which I would be all for bringing him back because I love Masahiro
Oh,
Tanaka.
I mean, what a great he'd be a great addition right now, for
Yeah,
sure.
he'd be great right now. No, he's a
Taking
stable.
Domingo's spot.
He's a stable pitcher that I can trust.
Yes. Yeah, him instead of Domingo, German. Yeah, German.
Also, shout out to Jameson Time winning AL Pitcher of the Month
Yeah.
in July. I forgot to mention
Yeah,
that.
yeah, yeah.
Dude, he's been fantastic.
Yes.
He's finally putting the right pitches in the right spots. He's using that elevated fastball, which killed hitters in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, it's killing me.
And now he's using it here, and it's killing you now.
Killing me too. So thanks a lot.
Although last night, dude, you got 3 runs off him, but it was because of batted ball luck.
Sure.
Really bad bloop singles that made me pull my hair out.
Or bloop doubles, as it will. But
Yeah, bloop singles, bloop doubles, Joey Gallo errors, just...
Yeah.
Also, if I hear anybody booing Joey Gallo at the stadium if he strikes out tonight, I know the boomers are ready. The boomers ready, they're like, just like,
Sure.
like where they're loading up the boo gun.
Well, I mean, to be fair, he's had a whole 7 games to do something.
What?
To
This
prove
is normal
himself.
Joey Gallo number. Dude, he's barreling balls. He has like an 18.
is.
He has like a 13% or an 18% barrel rate.
Yes, what do you want from him? The guy's like a 240 hitter. He hits a lot. He hits a lot.
No, he is literally 3 true outcomes. If you turned that philosophy into a player, that is
Okay,
Joey Gallo.
sure.
He walks a lot, he strikes out a lot, but he hits a bunch of nukes.
He does.
And even then, when those 3 true outcome hitters are on a hot streak, it's like whenever people say, "Oh, we need a guy who can hit 300 over the course of a whole season," when you have a bunch of good hitters who like hit for power, there's going to be a chance that one of them is going to be hitting 350 at a time.
Sure.
Like, which is an epiphany that I came to this morning.
Right.
Like, I'm sitting there, I'm like, maybe the Yankees, like, DJ LeMahieu, maybe they should get a guy who hits 320. I'm like, wait a second. They have a bunch of the guys who have for power when they're on a hot streak. So, like, there is any given point where Aaron Judge could be the big contact there where he hits, like, 400 or something. That's like the ridiculous streaks where he goes on. And you've been caught in the middle of them a couple of times.
Unfortunate. Well, or have been the start of them. Yes. Usually the start, but yes.
There's another time where Gary Sanchez could be that guy. Like, he'd hit 360 over the course of a couple weeks, and then it could be Gleyber Torres and Giancarlo Stanton. Then Anthony Rizzo is that guy right now.
Yeah.
Then it'll probably be Joey Gallo at some point.
Right. Yeah.
Hell, even at some point it could be, like, Brett Gardner.
Yeah.
At some point it's Gio Urshela, and, like, it changes.
Yeah.
It changes. Like, when you have a team with a bunch of good hitters who hit for a bunch of power, there is a point in time where those guys, where at least 1 or 2 of them, will be hitting for good contact.
Yes.
And that is my ultimate rebuttal for the stupid argument. I finally solved the goddamn problem for guys who only look at batting average, that is my ultimate rebuttal argument over I win ratio, touch grass, job,
Or eat grass.
Mickey Mouse
As it will.
doesn't count. Every single stupid Twitter saying argument over, Cameron wins.
Yes. Mic drop.
My winning percentage is still I'm still batting 100 there.
Yes. Cheers to that.
But you finally won a friggin' argument, and you guys can use that argument however the hell you want. Because, God, this was something I wasn't expecting to get into today, but it was something that I came up with myself, and I'm
Yes.
very proud of it.
Right. All right.
God
this
damn
is this has been your Cameron Woolley
My Cameron Woolley
ran-
drop of wisdom.
of the episode. Yes, your segment from,
I don't-
Grass Eater Cameron Woolley.
Grassy again. That is going to be my legacy.
Guess so.
That is going to be. Hey, dude, if the Yankees win the World Series, I'm going to, dude,
Yeah, eat a whole field, man.
I'm gonna eat it to the whole ass.
Eat
field.
AstroTurf. Yeah.
Not AstroTurf.
Yeah.
I'd burn my mouth if I ate that. From the friction alone.
Probably. It's not probably. Yeah.
It's plastic.
Yeah, you know that stuff has got to come out eventually, right? So no, I don't recommend that. So good week in sports.
Good weekend
Cameron
sports. You know,
Woolley.
the Knicks, they got Kemba Walker, which that would be great. They also re-signed Derrick Rose. Great stuff there. I am very happy with that.
All right, so they're committing to winning. Something
Yeah,
that
for once.
something
For
that
once,
has not happened in a long
and
time.
Even that's like, it's not like I'm expecting this team to make it to the conference finals. No. It's just that the team is watchable again.
Right.
It's exciting. It's finally exciting to be a Knicks fan.
Right on.
Um,
And a Devils fan. Hopefully a Giants fan. And right now the Yankees are playing good too. So
right now the Yankees are playing
they're winning.
well enough.
Come on.
They're winning ball games.
They're winning. They're winning series. They're winning.
That's as much as I could ask.
Yeah, for sure. Well, let's hope this continues for you.
There was one thing in the mailbag this week, but it
Oh,
was a
oh,
question
really?
It was a question that was already
crap.
answered. It was Hollow. How do you feel about the Devils' offseason moves? I have gotten
we're
into
great.
that so many. Yes,
Static.
we love it.
A. I give him an A. I'll give him an A.
I'd give them an A.
Yeah.
They drafted the guy we wanted them to
They did.
draft. They've signed the guys we wanted them to
Yes.
sign, and and so far they've extended one of the guys that we wanted them to extend.
Yeah.
The only RFA that's left is Kuokkanen,
Yeah.
and I'm pretty sure they're gonna lock him up at some
Probably.
point, probably sometime soon, because you know how the Devils like to make moves.
Yes.
They are very spastic, and they go like it's kind of like someone where they just get a rush of motivation. It's like, I'm gonna do so many productive things, and then they go bam, 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 bam.
Yep. Got goaltending. Got offense. Got defense.
Like, it should be better. It should be competitive. Like, it should be competitive. The Devil, I should not be apathetic about
No.
this team by
No.
January again.
No. And can this team make the playoffs? I hope so.
They can.
sure hope so.
No. You are looking at this roster from top to bottom. I'd like to
Okay. Let's
I'm gonna read off something from one of my friends. One of my friends, same guy who has an in the Devils organization. He's been a great help for me and all of us. This is what the projected lineup could look like for the Devils. This is what he was just spitballing. The forwards, Zaka, Heischer, Bratt,
Okay.
Tatar, Hughes, Janssen, Sharangovich, Boakfist, Kuokkanen, Wood, McLeod, and Tice Thompson. So good forwards.
Yes.
The third line center is kind of a little gashing hole there, in the fourth line right wing, while Tice Thompson is very talented. And then the defense, Graves, Hamilton, Smith, Severson, and Sigenthaler, Subban. So,
Yeah.
Subban should not be getting those minutes.
Not as many as
Subban should not be
he doesn't
logging
need to,
25
he doesn't
minutes
need to
a
be
night
carrying
anymore.
the whole team minutes wise anymore. No.
And then
I think that'll make him a better player.
Yes, when he's just a guy who's a power play specialist who can But he won't have to carry a power play anymore. He won't have to be a quarterback. He'll just be. They'll finally be able to use him properly, and I like when they use him properly.
Yeah.
They did it for a bit last year.
Yeah.
Or they just kind of parked him at the point where he was positioned for the slap shot, and he fired the slap shot.
Yeah.
And it went in a few times. Like that is all we ask of PK Subban at this point.
For sure.
Like his contract isn't much of an anchor because, well, to cap space. And for all intents and purposes, I really like PK Subban because he's an awesome dude. Like, I really like PK Subban, the person, and it's kind of masked the flaws of PK Subban, the hockey player, in my eyes.
I mean, that dude had sewed up an 8-inch gash on his thigh and went on and played again. Like, come on.
Even though he got the bag, just like great stuff. We like PK Subban. And then the goaltending will be Mackenzie Blackwood and Jonathan Bernier. So, top to bottom, you look at that team, given, a big jump from guys like Zacha, Heischer, Bratt, Hughes, Sharangovich, Kuokkanen, McLeod, Thompson, Smith, guys like that,
yes,
along with the additions of Thomas Tatar and Dougie Hamilton, who are really, really good players. Like, hell, Dougie Hamilton is a Norris caliber defenseman.
Right.
And Thomas Tatar is an analytical darling. And if you got one of them on a couple of beers, you could probably get them to make an argument that he's a top 5 left winger in the league.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm talking about them on enough drinks. I don't genuinely think that Thomas Tatar is a top 5 left winger in the league. Unless.
Top 5? No, but.
Unless. No, just kidding. Just kidding. So, but you look at that roster top to bottom with the names I just uttered. That team can make the playoffs.
Sure.
If, say, Jack Hughes makes another jump, because he's already one of the best forwards in transition in the league. He is up there with Matt Barzal and Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
In terms of, and that these are numbers speaking. In transition, he is up there with Matt Barzal and Connor McDavid.
Yeah.
In terms of pure transitionary offense from coast to coast, he is that good.
Yeah.
And then he's only 20. So he makes that progress, along with Zacha, who had a very promising breakout year this year, although I don't know if he's hit his ceiling or not. I'm kind of a little iffy on Zacha, although I've always liked him, but I'll stick with Zacha. Jesper Bratt, criminally underrated.
Right.
He is, he's such a playmaker. He can do a lot of stuff. He's got great hands. He doesn't have the best shot in the world, but he can pass really well. I can see him becoming a big part of this team in the future.
Sure.
Nico Heischer, 200-foot game. You can see that making a lot of progress. The new captain. That could probably add some motivation to him.
Yep.
That would be great. Yegor Sharangovich, we talked about him earlier. 25 goal scorer, 30 goal scorer, possibly.
I hope.
We're looking at that.
We'll find out.
We're looking at that. If he can make that. No, these are all guys who could realistically make that next step next year.
Sure.
Or this year now.
Absolutely.
We're looking at guys who can make that step this year.
Yeah.
And Yannick Kuokkanen, again, our 200-foot guy. He can play decent enough defense. He can play really well on offense. He's got enough size, which is something that this team has been lacking for a while. And then on the fourth line, you got Miles Wood, who's a really good goal scorer for a fourth line forward. He has not developed any other part of his game other than skate fast and shoot.
Yes.
But hey, it worked decently enough for him last year. He scored 17 goals. He got only 8 assists. So his goal
shoot, shoot, and shoot.
Just shoot and skate really fast, but he was shooting at an insane clip.
For sure.
At 13.4%. So, but for a fourth liner, that's really good.
Yeah, for sure.
And Mike McLeod, he's still kind of young, although he's for a 12th overall pick. It's not good, but hey, what are you going to do? And Tyce Thompson is a guy that I have been very high on for a long time. Ever since I started the pod, I'm like, hey, watch out for this guy. He was leading his college team in scoring for a few years. He was fantastic. Hopefully that game can translate to the show, but again, we don't know yet. He'll be on the fourth line probably.
Yeah.
According to my friend's projection, on the defense, of course, are Graves and Hamilton. Those guys are in the middle of their heyday. But you look at Ty Smith. He had a very complete game for someone that was only a rookie.
Right.
Like, you look at a rookie defenseman, you expect them to be very flawed.
Right.
Nah, Ty Smith looked very seasoned, like, from the first few games he played.
Yeah.
I remember watching him, like, in the first game against Boston. I'm like, oh my god, dude. Like, I couldn't even tell he was a rookie. I'm like, holy shit, is that Ty Smith?
Yeah.
And he looked great. He put up the assists until Ruff inexplicably broke him apart from Severson. And then when they put that pair back together, he looked great. And then Smith is another guy who can make a big, big jump next year. And again, everybody I mentioned, except for like Tice Thompson, could make that next step next year. And that's not even mentioning Mackenzie Blackwood.
Just, all right. Cautiously optimistic. Cautiously optimistic.
Again, I'm not saying that they are. I'm saying that they
Could.
I'm saying that they could realistically, like, this is realistically speaking, this team could make the playoffs.
For sure.
And am I being consumed by hype? Absolutely I am.
Oh, sure.
But I do not care. Like, even when I look at this team from a logical standpoint, I'm like, okay, this team looks like it can make the playoffs if they make the right jumps. It's like, they can. They can.
Fingers crossed, my friends.
They can.
Fingers
Especially
crossed.
with a bunch of teams in the Metro tripping over each other, and the Flyers giving up first-round picks for Rasmus Ristolainen.
Hey, not our problem.
And the Rangers
Not our
giving it. And
problem.
the Rangers, again, I mentioned their panic attack over Tom Wilson.
Again, not our problem.
Yes, again.
Not our problem.
Definitely not a problem.
Yeah.
What are you talking about, problem?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's not a problem. In order for it to be not our problem, it has to be a problem to begin with.
Right.
That's not a problem.
No.
The Islanders, they're losing pieces. They were expected to go after a few guys in free agency. I'm assuming they're the favorite for Vladimir Tarasenko now. Because I tweeted out a few times, I'm like, hey, if I'm the Devils, I go after Vladimir Tarasenko because he's got a really good shot.
Right.
And even though he has injury history, I'd still do it. But hey, they ended up getting the safer bet and honestly the better player in Thomas Tatar. And I'm just very happy about that. The Devils, they were looking, I did assume that they were going to add a forward to kind of fill out that top six, if you will. And they swung and missed on Brendan Saad, who ended up going to the Blues, which made, again, that traumatized Salt because he's a Blackhawks fan. I remember a really funny story. Like, I'm sorry, Salt, if you ever listen to this, but I was in voice chat with him in his server, and I remember when I was talking about, oh, dude, Brandon Saad, you got to be pissed off about what happened to Brandon Saad. And the Blackhawks, they've been having a terrible offseason. They went out and overpaid for Seth Jones. They've been doing everything bad. They also got a massive scandal, and Stan Bowman's still their GM. Yeah. So it's bad enough. Brandon Saad, Blackhawks legend, he was part of those Cup teams. And I remember when I was talking about Brandon Saad with him, and he's like, oh, man, you got to be pissed off about what happened with Brandon Saad. He's like, what happened to Brandon Saad? And I'm like, oh God, I'm gonna, I need to sit you down and talk about it. Then he looked at, he's like, no, and he signed with the Blues, and I'm like, oh, yep, that's why I wanted to break it to you slowly.
Yeah.
Yep. And he hates the Blues. Like, his biggest joke is that the 2019 Stanley Cup never happened.
Oh, it did. Come on.
Hey, it's just like how the 2001 Stanley Cup Finals never happened.
Right.
It's just like how the 2001 World Series was fabricated by the fake news to make Mariano Rivera look bad.
Whatever. Yeah.
Oh man.
All right.
And side news,
Yes.
Lionel Messi isn't going back to Barcelona next year.
Oh.
That's huge. I know we barely talk about soccer on here,
yes.
if we ever.
Yeah.
Although
That's big.
Although shout out to the U.S. men's national team for finally beating Mexico in the goddamn Gold Cup.
Thank you.
Thank God.
Thank you. And thank you.
Yeah. The women's team not doing so hot. They
Yeah.
got knocked out by Canada in the Olympics.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, like this is huge news around like the rest of the world, but in America we're just like, yeah, we don't care.
Yeah.
Like, it's
What else is
huge.
new? What else is new? So,
But I gotta text my dad about that. I don't know if he knows that Messi is leaving. Like, surprisingly enough, my dad is
yeah,
is a decent enough
I heard.
soccer guy.
I heard.
Like he's not crazy about it, but whenever there's a big tournament like the Euros, he was big into the Euros. We were watching we talked about Italy on here. It was like we were rolling over laughing on the couch when England missed those penalties.
Yeah.
Hey, I'll take any opportunity to slander England, especially in soccer.
Yeah.
All right, looking for any other news that might have broken. Oh, the Red Sox lost. They got their teeth kicked in by the Tigers 8-1.
Ouch. Okay.
They are. That leaves the Yankees within 4.5 games of the Red Sox.
Again,
but the
not
Rays,
insurmountable.
the
They
Rays
just
are leading
make
the
sure they don't collapse.
But the Rays are leading the AL East, though.
Right. Right.
Also, for some more false optimism, the Yankees are. I think this was before the game last night. Actually, I think it was after the game last night. But the Yankees are 17-8 in their last 25 games, so they've been playing really well for the last month. So hopefully that keeps up. I don't know if it is going to keep up, but anyways, we're going to be following the Yankees and whoever very closely. I mean, I would talk about the Mets, but there's so much else going on with my teams. Because all of the news and all of the moves had to be made in 1 week.
Of course.
So I had to, like I had my script basically thrown in front of me. It's like, here, you're talking about this. And I couldn't even get into the rest of the MLB trade deadline. Oh my God, dude, Javier Baez went to the Mets. Dude, the Chris Bryant, the Cubs blew it up.
Oh, yeah. Making an immediate impact.
Dude, their GM did a great job, did the Cubs. Like, Jed Hoyer did an amazing job.
Yeah, for sure.
At this deadline, because in terms of prospect value, you could argue that the Cubs won the Anthony Rizzo trade. If, like, Kevin Alcantara is a...
that's to be seen, my friend.
Dude, Kevin Alcantara is a very good prospect. Just the Yankees farm system is deep enough where they could sacrifice a guy like Alcantara and not really do much damage to it. Oh, and Jason Dominguez is, like, one of the only guys in your future plans, and he also happens to play outfield.
Yeah. Well, that remains to be seen, though. But
Oh, God.
all right.
Have you gotten around to watching Loki yet?
Yes, I'm not done with it, but
Oh my
amazing.
God. Dude, like, thank God you said you haven't finished watching it because I was about to dump so many spoilers on
Yeah,
you.
that's my fault for not keeping up. So, but
I'm not gonna die. I know how much of a comic nerd you are.
yeah,
You're going to love it.
I can't wait. I just need more time.
Okay, what episode are you on?
I'm on episode 4.
Episode 4. Okay, there's 6 episodes in the season.
Yep.
So, dude, you're going to love it.
Can't wait.
Like, dude, like the ending, dude. It's so. Oh my God, it's so good. It's so good.
Look out for Variant Cameron and Variant Ming running around there somewhere. But
definitely better than WandaVision.
yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. I don't like how that ended, but that's a whole other.
I never really. I didn't get around to watching WandaVision.
Oh, it's good. And Falcon Winter Soldier is basically, it's Lethal Weapon, but with Bucky. And,
Lethal Weapon,
Bucky and Falcon. Yeah, that's all I wanted. Little social message thrown in, but
Loki,
yeah.
and that there's a social message.
Sure.
Social mess. Thrown in everything now, but
Yeah.
whatever. It wasn't too much of a social message where it like completely like became the focal point of the show, but Marvel was never really like Marvel normally balances out the social message with the quality of the like the art and the show and the movie that they're making.
Sure.
It's not like the Ghostbusters movie where it just, You know the Ghostbusters movie they tried making a few years ago.
I try to
everybody-
forget it, but Yeah. But I think they just redeemed themselves. You've seen the recent
my
Afterlife
God. Oh my
trailers. I didn't even need to see the movie. That trailer was
Dude.
so good.
Yeah, hey, it's got Mike from Stranger Things in
Mm-hmm.
it. Dude, those actors. Did you want to talk about child actors who are?
They're amazing.
You want to talk about child actors who are not gonna fall off cliff, dude? The Stranger Things.
I hope. Well, I mean, let's hope. Let's hope so. Yeah, I'm not gonna.
Because they're not working for Nickelodeon or Disney Channel.
I suppose, but still, I hope. Yeah, they're. Yeah. Anyways, that trailer looks awesome. Can't wait for the movie.
Everything
Wait.
looks great, dude.
Cannot
When
wait.
you see Loki, dude,
Can't.
the ramifications.
Of which I know of. Yes.
All I can say, the ramifications.
Yeah. Fantastic.
All right, so yeah, nothing Destiny 2 happened. Actually, a lot of things Destiny 2 happened. They're making PvP changes, but anyways, anyways, from Ming Chen in the Shared Universe Podcast Studio, I'm Cameron Woolley. Like, subscribe, buy my shit. Stay classy, New Jersey.